Imagine peering out your window during a howling tornado warning, only to spot your nosy HOA president skulking through your garden like a bargain bin spy, clipboard in hand, ignoring the sirens to slap you with another petty violation. That's exactly what happened to old man Earl Jenkins in the sleepy suburb of Pearson Ridge, Arkansas, but this time, he didn't just roll his eyes. He slammed the storm shelter door shut on her, deadbolting it with a satisfying click that echoed louder than thunder. What started as a ridiculous flowerbed feud exploded into a revelation of buried secrets, turning the tables on the ultimate control freak. Earl had endured months of whispers from the neighborhood, rumors spread by Karen Vance, the HOA queen bee, claiming his backyard violations were signs of a hoarding problem, or worse, some shady dealings. Folks eyed him sideways at the grocery store, muttering about his overgrown petunias breaching Article 4, Section 12, Ornamental Plant Discipline. Earl stayed quiet, sipping his coffee on the porch, watching Karen's minivan cruise by daily like a shark circling chum. But inside, he was piecing it together. Her inspections weren't about aesthetics. They were obsessive, almost desperate. Mr. Jenkins, she'd coo at meetings, her voice dripping fake concern. We're all about community harmony, but those flowers, they're a hazard to our standards. The crowd would nod, blind to her power grabs, like fining kids for lemonade stands under unauthorized commerce. Then came the storm day. Sirens blared as black clouds boiled overhead, but there was Karen, waddling through Earl's yard in her sensible pumps, ripping up petunias with righteous fury. This is for the greater good, she huffed to herself, oblivious to the wind whipping her clipboard. Earl, from his kitchen, just shook his head. Sarah, get the kids inside, he told his daughter, his voice gravelly calm. But as Karen headed for the storm shelter, uninvited, of course, Earl followed, silent as a shadow. She poked around the dusty corners, muttering about non-compliant structures, until he swung the heavy door shut. What they, Mr. Jenkins, this is unlawful confinement, she shrieked, banging on the steel. Earl twisted the bolt. Just keeping things orderly, Ms. Vance. Like you always say. The banging grew frantic as Earl dialed the sheriff. Brody, got an intruder in my shelter. Overzealous type. You know her, Cody. Earl's tech-savvy grandson. Fired up a live stream. HOA Showdown. Gramps vs. The Dictator. Notifications exploded, the neighborhood Facebook group lit up with laughing emojis and shocked reactions. Karen's muffled yells seeped through. This is about more than flowers. Unauthorized. Signals. Sarah frowned. Dad, what's she on about? Earl grunted, plating up cold meatloaf like it was any Tuesday. Old ghosts. Honey. She poked too far. Whispers of Karen's own scandals surfaced online, anonymous tips about her embezzling HOA funds for enforcement tools, like spy cams hidden in birdhouses. The irony? She'd preached transparency while spying on everyone. Sheriff Brody rolled up, pinching his nose. Earl, why's the HOA prez in your bunker? Earl unlocked it casually. Karen emerged, disheveled, clutching a dusty box. This is classified, she stammered, her face a mix of terror and bluster. Turns out, Earl's shelter hid Cold War relics, signal jammers from his military days, decommissioned but still humming faintly. Karen, tipped off by shady contacts, her oversight committee, she claimed, had been hunting them, thinking it'd boost her power. Community safety, she sputtered. But Earl smirked. Safety? Like your fake fines funding your spa days. Brody chuckled. Ms. Vance, looks like you're the hazard here. Black SUVs arrived next. Feds sniffing around the rogue tech. Karen, now exposed as a pawn in a bigger game, flipped faster than a weather vane. They pressured me, she whined, teaming up with Earl to decode the box's logs, transmissions she'd accidentally triggered in her nosiness. In the shelter's dim glow, amid spiking signals, Earl threw ancient breakers. On my mark, he barked, as Karen fumbled schematics. Clunk. The hum died. Feds took a decoy component, leaving the real one buried. Karen's reign crumbled, ousted from HOA, facing audits, her moral high ground a joke. But was Earl the hero for turning the tables, or just another vigilante bending rules? You tell me right or wrong.